Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Kwan and with me as always is Sam Brooks.
Hey howdy hey kids, SummerSlam's been and gone, so has Brooklyn, so has too much fucking news. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna try and fit it all in at amount of time, but also, guess what?
What now?
Reunited and it feels so good, feels so good, baby. Liam Dunn's here.
I miss City Hall already.
I do too.
It's sad. It feels like I feel like there's something missing in my life, and that something is City Hall. And it saddens me that we'll never have another City Hall ever again.
No, we will. You're just not in it anymore.
We'll never have another City Hall
You're
ever
not
again.
in it anymore!
We'll never have another City Hall
You're
ever
not
again.
there!
But what
We
isn't
are
sad...
You were like, no, I must go back to London.
Isn't sad...
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Is that we have a store on Redbubble, and if you followed us on Facebook, we were having a 25% off, Sam?
25% off. The sale has
25%
been
off.
and gone by now,
Well,
but yes, for those 2 days.
It's incentive to join our Facebook and like our Facebook, because then you find out about this stuff.
Yes.
But, yes, we had a sale on Redbubble, and we all bought t-shirts. Andy's wearing his at the moment.
Yes, I am.
And so am I.
Derek!
I can't see you, Sam, so I don't know.
Well, I don't give a shit, Liam.
So Sam's wearing his team, whatever it is, and Andy's wearing, of course, the Derek Club, the best club in Suplah City.
Oh, the best
right?
club.
But, of course,
life.
I also bought for Janie the Liam Dunn Brawl t-shirt. She was very... Well, she hasn't really given me any comment on it yet.
You should have... you know what you should have bought? You should have bought her the Derek shirt. Should have bought her the Derek shirt.
Oh, no,
No, he wants to stay in a relationship,
Yeah, I
Andy.
want
He
to
doesn't
keep
want to end
having a
it.
girlfriend, Andy.
That
As much as
wouldn't
I
end
love
a
Derek,
relationship.
even I know that's pushing it a little bit.
That wouldn't end a relationship. If anything, it would make it stronger. It's all about connection.
Says the man who hasn't had a relationship in 4 years.
And is wearing a Derek Club t-shirt. Even
He's
I have
wearing a
to
Derek
admit
Club
to that.
t-shirt.
That is off-center, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Even Andy can't wear shirts, right?
I can't wait.
But, so the sale has been and gone, but do like our Facebook, check us out on Instagram and all that stuff. You can keep up to date when we give these sort of things away, when we have these offers going. So, and if you want to pay full price, why would you? No one would. But if you do, we have a Redbubble.
Thanks for burying the idea of buying merch full price, Liam.
It's fine. You can find it in the description. I'm not good at being a salesman. I'm not good
Clearly.
at...
Oh, wow. What gave that one away, Liam?
Can you imagine if I was like a door-to-door salesman, just go...
No,
hi,
do that again. Knock on the door and I answer.
Okay,
Okay, who am I playing?
Why do you want to
What
be
role
part
am
of
I?
this?
I want to be a part of this. Open the door.
No, we need to decide our roles and our motivations, and we need the scripts.
Oh, God sake.
We know that when we try and do this, and Andy's like, "Let me be a part of it," every time he ruins the skit. So you know what? I'm not going to do a skit now. I'm just going to leave it. I think the joke.
No! I'll do it.
just
I'll
gonna
do it.
leave.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Go away.
Open the door.
I'm not opening the fucking door. Go away. No one's in. No! How about, instead, we read some comments that we've got?
Okay.
Everybody's talking at me.
Everybody talking about me. Everybody talking about me.
So, Baron Corbin lost his cash in, and we're all upset. Or we were at the time. I don't know how things have changed in a week, but that's what we talked about the last time. Liam, you never gave your thoughts. What about it?
I loved it up until past SummerSlam, and I'll explain why.
Indeed, that's one of the main topics of the show today, is post-SummerSlam.
So I think that a lot of people seem to have been really annoyed and angry, but personally, I've found that whilst the Money in the Bank is exciting in its own way, it has become fairly stale. 9 times out of 10, the person who cashes in wins the belt. And that's fine, right? But when they cash in, you pretty much are like, that we've got a new champion. So I thought with Baron losing, it really worked. And it worked better than when they did it with Damien Sandow. And the problem with Damien Sandow was that it wasn't built up. He just kind of, there was no rhyme or reason. And then he cashed in and he lost and then he just went nowhere. With Baron Corbin cashing in and losing, it actually makes sense because he lost to John Cena, lost because of John Cena, who he was in a feud with, and that kind of heightened their rivalry going into SummerSlam, right? It added a new dimension, and I thought, yeah, it's actually worked. Not only is it different because it was a cash-in that failed, but it's actually progressing a storyline and a rivalry for one of the big pay-per-views. Granted, it was literally the go-home SmackDown, but, you know, better late than never. Got to get those subscription, network subscription guy. You know what I mean. Anyway, the point is that it worked up until SummerSlam, and then Baron was just buried. Absolutely buried. And it's now going to be Damien Sandow. And the reason why I say that it's going to be Damien Sandow as well is because if you haven't been following some of the dirt sheets and rumours, because that's what we talk about on here, you know that he's got a little bit of heat on him for the way that he acts on Twitter. So, yeah, the reason why he cashed in and lost so quickly and so stupidly in the way he was buried at SummerSlam is kind of a punishment for the way he's been acting. And that can be a whole different topic if we choose to discuss Baron Corbin on Twitter. I don't know if we actually want to go into that. But, yeah, I thought you actually had something. It was really interesting. It was different. And now, because we know what we know backstage, and we know that Cena's now gone over to Raw to feud with Roman Reigns, it's kind of, it feels like it's been a bit of a waste. I feel like with what happened, and it could have gone on for a little bit longer up until the next SmackDown pay-per-view, whatever that is. I don't know what it is anymore. I don't keep track. It's just like, oh, there's a
No
pay-per-view
Mercy
this week.
would be the one.
I thought that was Raw.
Creepy Alexa Bliss cheerleaders.
No, that's Raw. I'm talking about SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Oh,
Hell in
whatever.
a Cell, yes.
So, yeah, it's a shame. But, you know, maybe Baron shouldn't be such a prick on Twitter.
Maybe. Maybe he needs lessons from Kevin Owens or Chris Jericho or people who can actually have a good heel Twitter game. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, last week we also unveiled a couple of new Suplah City Hall championships, which I'm very pleased about. We, of course,
Right.
have the Suplah City Intercontinental Championship, which I preside over.
Intercontinental? The
Men-
Intercontinental. Huh? The Intercontinental?
Wow.
Intercontinental.
Hey,
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, okay, no, see, Liam, Andy, that's the joke!
Yeah, no, that's not a joke. That's just that's called a mistake.
Bullet
Sam.
Club versus the Shield says, too many belts.
Yeah.
Well, Bullet, that's the joke!
There's only one belt, and it's the City Hall belt, and
No,
I'm the
there's
champion.
the Intercontinental, there's the United States, which Carmen and Brendan contest.
None of your
There's a
belts are
hardcore
canon.
belt.
Okay.
None of none
Alright.
of them at the same exact time, I think you'll find.
Okay, here's a question for you then, Sam. If you're the Intercontinental champion,
Mm.
how do you defend the belt, and who will fight for the belt?
We all fight for the belt. And
Okay, so
give
if I won-
predictions on pay-per-views.
If I won,
Hmm.
you have to send the belt to me, yes? Correct?
Yeah.
You would actually pay postage to send a plastic toy belt.
Something you haven't done for an entire year.
Yeah, because only people in City Hall were capable of winning it.
Well, I was in City Hall.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute,
and
that
you didn't
doesn't
win
make
it,
sense.
and
And
you
now
didn't
that
win
you
it, and
now
you
that you
didn't win it.
continue to compete for the belt, even though you're not in City Hall, and you give your
But
predictions,
no one's in
that
City
means
Hall at the
by
moment.
proxy, I can as well.
No, because no one's in City Hall at the moment. The belt's currently on vacation. It's like Brock Lesnar.
No,
really?
Keelan
Oh,
is
really?
the
So why
champion.
is Andy currently parenting that Keelan is champion?
Keelan is champion.
Andy, what? Andy doesn't know his fucking armpit from his elbow, right?
It's almost as
Why
if
did
you
trust
don't
him?
communicate with each other, fucking monkeys. Anyway, I'm going to throw this across the room, because I don't care about... Oh, it landed in the trash. Awesome. We have a comment here from Voidstorm.
Who is the
Shut
champion?
up! We have a comment from Voidstorm who says, all heat on Corbin aside, it was definitely the worst way to remove the briefcase from him.
I disagree.
And yeah, I feel like if he lost, it would be fine. It's just in 7 seconds by roll up to Jinder Mahal.
No, I disagree. I think it worked. I think it pushed his feud with Cena further. It should have come earlier than the last SmackDown before SummerSlam. It should have been 2 weeks earlier at the very latest. Like I said, this was a feud that you could have really got some steam out of. They kind of just shoved it all together last minute. It's probably more down to Baron having heat on him more than anything, in all honesty. So Baron might have just killed himself because of it. But if they had taken their time and Baron wasn't such a prick on Twitter, I think there's something there that could have worked. And I don't know why everyone's complaining about him losing in 7 seconds to a roll-up. It makes perfect sense from a story standpoint. Makes total sense, and it could have been used. It was used to feud to further a feud. Made total sense.
Not saying it doesn't make sense. We're saying it's embarrassing.
Well, it's embarrassing for the character, yes, but I think that's the point.
And I like the character, so I'm going to be mad. I'm a mark. And I react to the show. But anyway, we have a comment from Super Chasney198 that says, Andy's looking great, but worrying about that hairline. You're more like Baron Corbin than you realise, Andrew. You both have bad hairlines and weird belly buttons.
Yeah.
Nothing to say to that. Nothing at all.
Of course not.
No. Great, it's fun doing a show with you, Andy. I love being here with you where you say nothing.
He's probably muted himself.
Probably.
Anyway, it's fine. We'll continue with just the two of us at this point.
Yes. So.
You know what's probably happened? He's probably pulled his microphone out and he's like, "No, I can hear you." Right. He's probably freaking out because he's like, "Why can't they hear me?" Sorry, go on. Anyway, as we were talking.
Final comment from M. Gunther, who says, a Shield reunion could be a sneaky way for people to cheer Roman as they gear up for a retold push. Now this is of course reflecting on Andy's comments last week saying, Roman will rejoin the Shield by the end of the year. To which I laugh and say, there's no way it's happening. Exactly like that, yes. Which is to say, there's no fucking way it's happening. I don't know what you think about all of this, why he's so sure that Roman is going to go back to Rollins and Ambrose, who are tag team champions now.
I'll be honest, I can see why they would do it. Not saying it's a good idea, but I can see why they do it. And I think that they would do it in the hopes that it would make Roman get cheered. But at this point, Roman is just toxic, and I don't think he will be cheered regardless.
Yep, Roman sucks.
Oh, there he is. We talk about Roman Reigns, then he brings in Roman sucks. Yep, great. Sounds as if we didn't know that, Andy.
I had to get rid of a spider, so that's why it disappeared.
Wow. I'm glad you prioritise us.
Andy was like, my Roman sucks sense is calling.
Ah, Dada!
I must tell the world how much I dislike him.
Dada! Like, hate Roman Reigns.
I said this to Sam yesterday. I don't actually hate Roman Reigns. He's just miscast.
Yeah. He's putting on good matches. His promos are not the worst anymore. Okay, you laugh, but you really, really have no proof otherwise.
He's a
yeah.
He is a vacuum of charisma.
No, he's not.
Yes. Okay, can you explain?
Well, okay. So
no, he's throwing about his favourite choice words that he hears on Reddit so much.
No.
He doesn't actually know what they mean. He's like a child trying to learn business reports. It's just not working out.
Bless. So anyway, so the point is that he is a vacuum of charisma because when John Cena and Roman had that promo, Cena, to his credit, is a very charismatic man. Roman just fucking mumbles like a melon. And then the thing is...
Oh, you mean like when he talks quietly into the microphone when he's been proven wrong?
And then the Miz comes out and pulls off, quite frankly, the promo of his entire career. And makes Roman look even worse. Am I wrong?
Yes. Roman is able to talk on the microphone when he needs to. Need I direct you to for Raw after WrestleMania? With my favourite promo of the whole year so far. He just said 5 words. The crowd were eating him up in the palm of his hand. He just stood there for 15 minutes. If that's not charismatic, I don't know what it is.
That's going to be my worst promo of the year. You want to know why it's the worst promo of the year?
Because I hate Roman Reigns!
No, because they had a chance to turn him heel.
Because he never said anything.
No. They could have turned him heel. They could have turned him. That would have been the perfect time. But they chose not to do it for some reason. Even though he retired The Undertaker. But okay, whatever.
Why are you so hung up on him being a heel when he tried to
he's
murder
better as a
someone with an
heel!
ambulance? He's not a face or a heel, he's just Roman Reigns.
That sucks!
Why? Why does that suck, Andy?
Because they're trying to make him the face of the company.
So, why is that a problem? Because he's not Cesaro?
Oh, no. Hi, Hulk Hogan! Definitely shades of grey. The Rock! Definitely shades of grey. Austin! Definitely shades of grey. What in the hell? No! Just because it happened with
Yes,
Cena doesn't
they
mean it
all
should
have
happen
shades
to
of grey
everyone.
because they are both faces and heels at different points of their career.
No, I
Even when Hogan was a face, he did questionable things.
Did he?
Same with The Rock. Austin
Yeah,
is
like
his own
Hogan
complex character.
refusing to drop the belt. Like, that's a pretty heel thing.
Mm.
That's a pretty heel thing. Like, refusing to put over new talent, except for the Ultimate Warrior. And did he put over Randy Savage? I don't think he did.
Maybe
he
at
didn't.
one point.
No.
Maybe at one point.
Oh no, it's completely like Roman Reigns, who completely buries everybody like Braun Strowman, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's completely like Roman Reigns, who hasn't won on pay-per-view since WrestleMania, right?
The thing is, I do agree with Andy. I think he is miscast. He would be better as a heel, but I don't hate him. The guy gets one of
Yeah.
the biggest reactions from the crowd.
To say he's a bad worker is just incorrect.
I'm not saying he's a bad worker.
His in-ring work is better than Cena's.
What?
I'm
At
not.
any
Andy says
point-
I'm not calling him a bad worker, but Andy always says Roman sucks.
No, his character
Yeah, you
sucks.
can articulate your points
Not
well,
him.
can't you?
Not him as a person. Not him in the ring. His character sucks.
I think it's
But
fine.
why?
They
No,
are about to reunite
no.
the Shield, and he's still wearing Shield gear. It's like
not.
No. Why, Andy? Why does he suck? No, just actually sit down for 1 second. I'm going to give you a minute,
Yes.
right? You don't have to talk for a minute.
Yes.
I want you to think, logically think,
yes.
why you hate him so much. Actually, think about what you say before you say it this time, though.
Okay.
Don't think about what Reddit said.
No,
don't think
I'm
about
not
what Wrestling Truth said. There's your plug. Right?
For
Think
the
about
URL he hasn't used in like 3 years.
yes.
More.
Wrestle
Wrestle Pundit.
Pundit. I
There you
was
go.
testing. I was testing you all. There you go.
And I passed. Andy
There you
failed.
go. Andy didn't
Okay.
pass. I want you to actually think about your answer as to why you dislike him, because as far as I'm concerned, he gets one of the biggest reactions. He's
Okay,
far superior. Hang on, wait, I'm not finished. Hang on, you got to let me finish first, right? Take this time to think, right? Because
I have thought about
he gets
it.
one of the biggest. Okay, he gets one of the biggest reactions out of the entire roster. He is far superior to what Cena was in the ring at that point in his career when Cena was being shoved down everyone's throats. Like, I don't see what your major issue is.
Okay. My problem is not with Roman Reigns the person, because I'm sure Joe is
Yeah,
a
well,
lovely
you've said
guy.
this. No, you've said this.
Well,
You've
you
said
won't
it's a
let me
character.
finish because you keep saying it. Shut up. So, my thing
Look,
is,
he's thinking. This is
No.
good. This is good. He's actually engaging his brain for once in his
You can
life.
hear the cogs turning.
Right now, in his head is just a loading screen. Like,
my head is not a loading screen. So the point is that I don't hate him as a person. His in-ring stuff
Yeah,
is good.
right, okay,
He's
you've
had-
done this bit.
Right.
You've done
Well,
this bit.
Shut up! If I can get a word in edgeways, maybe I can finish my point.
Oh
Shut
my
up!
god, this is painful.
Right. Anyway, so
Right, hang on. So he's going to start off by saying he doesn't.
So I don't dislike
not-
him as a person. I don't mind his in-ring work, his character sucks, guys. Like, yeah. I feel like we've nailed that point really fucking hard on the head. So hard, it's in the neighbor's house. How about you say something different? For the love of Christ, for once in your life, don't repeat yourself.
but
Anything.
it's his character that sucks. His character is like the least developed.
I'm bored of this now. So, this past weekend, we've had Brooklyn,
God.
we've had SummerSlam,
This is
we've
why
had
I
Raw,
go insane.
we've
during
had...
the show.
It's very...
Because I try
Andy,
to
it's rude to
explain
talk
my
over me
points,
whilst I'm
and
trying
I
to
get shut
segue.
down.
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind, Andy? It's very
See,
rude
it's
to talk over
annoying,
me
isn't
whilst
it?
I'm segueing. Beautiful. So we've had Brooklyn, we've had SummerSlam, we've had Raw, we've had SmackDown, we've had several debuts, we've had several movements, we've had... Ufka news. Where do we begin?
Ufka.
Ufka? You want to talk about Ufka again?
Ufka. Let's talk about Ufka. Or UFC.
Alright,
as it's more
quickly
commonly
run
known.
down what's happened.
Alright, so Sam, do you know about that guy we were talking about last week, Jon Jones?
Bony Man, yes.
He's not Bony Man, but whatever.
John
So-
Bonesman Bonyman Jones. John
That-
Jones Bonesman.
The very same. So, he did a drug test for USADA, which is the drug testing organization that helped the UFC. And guess what, Sam?
He passed with flying colours.
Nope. He failed. And the reason that's been confirmed today, as of the recording of this, is a form of steroids. So, that means that Jon Jones, because this is like another violation of their policy, he will likely either be out for 2 years or 4 years. So, best case scenario, he's back in 2 years, or the worst case scenario, he is nearly not going to fight again for nearly half a decade, which would make him 34 by the time he comes back. And at that point, his career's...
He's just dust on a shelf.
He's done.
Well, so more importantly, this affects Brock Lesnar's chances of going back to Ufka, right?
Yes, because the big thing was, if you remember, was the rumour that Jon Jones was going to fight Brock Lesnar. Here's the problem. Jon Jones is buggered. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Well, they're not going to fight, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, he ain't fighting. That's for certain. That's definitely in his future. And yeah, so that's gone out the window. So no Brock to UFC. The end.
So say hello to Brocky Rocky versus Brawny Ronnie.
WrestleMania.
No, at the next pay-per-view. No
What?
Mercy.
Because they're still doing Brock versus Roman at Mania. That's still the goal.
Oh, I
this
thought
year.
you said Roman. See, I've got Roman on the
But
brain
for
now.
now, it's Brock and Braun, because... Let's
The
just talk
match
about
that
SummerSlam.
everybody actually wants to see.
Yes.
Let's talk about SummerSlam, because we've already discussed Brooklyn. Liam, do you have any thoughts on Brooklyn 3? The card, the results, anything?
Very, very good. I was very, very impressed. I thought, actually, for me, I think the match of the night, in my personal opinion, was actually Gargano's match against Cien Almas Mexican.
Cien Almas Mexican, that's his full name. His last name is Mexican.
Yeah.
It's like Johnny Gargano Cleveland.
Yep. I thought it was a match of the night. I
Interesting.
really enjoyed it. I thought it was better than SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not hard to be fucking better than SummerSlam.
This is the problem. You have a 6-hour show. That's a quarter of an entire day. That's literally the
that's
day.
my biggest
The Earth's
complaint.
spinning. The Earth's spinning takes 24 hours. 1/4 of that is SummerSlam alone.
The
Yeah.
longest party of the summer.
This is
No one wants to be at a party that's 6 hours. You want to go home and just lie in bed.
yeah. This
Especially
is
when the matches there are awful.
yeah.
I say
That's
that.
this
On
is
this,
my issue
I
with
think
it.
there were 14 matches, I think, or 13, or something around there.
Don't need that many.
Do you want to guess how many matches were good?
1.
3. 3
Wow,
matches
3.
were good.
It's more than I thought.
One of them was on the pre-show.
No, jeez. Actually, really quickly, can I just change topic real quick?
Yeah.
Of course, Liam.
Neville,
Neville.
Cruiserweight Championship.
And on the pre-show at SummerSlam, because on the Go Home Raw, Tozawa beat Neville. Why? You'll find out why. But it's not important now, because the 7-day reign of Tozawa has come to an end because he lost to Neville. Clean.
6 day.
SummerSlam. 6
6
days.
day.
Sorry.
You count.
6 days.
It
I'm
wasn't-
trying to
it
be
wasn't
optimistic.
Well,
It's 6 days.
You can try and be optimistic, but some people would say that's being wrong. It was 6 days.
I'm wrongfully
That's
optimistic.
being incorrect.
Fuck off, we don't need oxygen to breathe, Quan. Yeah? You wanna laugh at me, fuckface? No, you don't.
Oh,
You know what happens?
Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I love that
I
new
love
purple
how he
tint to
did.
your camera. I think it's really nice, Andy.
I love how he just picks for something that he can, just like, yeah, well, you've got eyebrows, so fuck you. It's like,
I
He forgets that I edit his face, so I can just do whatever I want to fuck with him now. Isn't it funny? Look at him, spinning around. Isn't it lovely?
I hate you.
I know you do. But yeah,
You're
the
getting sick
Neville
there,
reign
Andy,
is
you're
in its
getting sick there.
second rendition, and why did it come to a brief end?
For shits and gigs.
so, essentially, yeah, Vince McMahon walked in, he was like, ha ha ha, damn it, this is Monday Night Raw, damn it. Hi Vince.
I like how his jowls get bigger every time we bring him up. He's just going to be a wash bucket of spit by the time he turns 75.
Hello, damn it.
So it was like, there was like some guy, just like some, backstage crew who's just like, oh, hi Mr. McMahon, how are you? I'm good, damn it. Okay, great. So I've got the script from the.
Is
writers'
he
room.
got like a load of tobacco in his mouth or something? I don't understand.
Mr. McMahon, I've got the script from the writers. It's just hot off the press, right? It's just literally come out of the printer. Okay, damn it, thank you, damn it. Oh, damn it. Nothing happens tonight, damn it. We need something to happen, damn it. Okay, Mr. McMahon, what do you think? Who's that Japanese guy, damn it? You mean Tozawa? Yeah, he's the one on SmackDown, damn it. He's a WWE champion contender, damn it. No, Vince, he's not. Yes, he is, damn it, because they all look the same. Alright, Vince, that's slightly racist, but
That's the joke.
I'm gonna get back. I'm just gonna move back from that. Yes, let's put the title on him. Okay, we'll put the belt. We'll put the cruiserweight belt on him. Yes, damn it. And then he gets into. So that happens, and then we get into SummerSlam, and he walks in, and Neville's there. He's like, "You're right." It's like. That's my impression of a Newcastle accent, by the way.
Brilliant, good job.
I thought Vince
I thought
just,
Neville was in the room with us. That's how good it was.
I thought that was a Vince impression. I was like, why have you done that voice?
Yeah, because Vince had a stroke or something. He's like, "You're right." He thinks
Jesus
Changes by the day.
Jesus Christ, Liam!
he has a stroke. He thinks he's from Newcastle. He's like, "You look right, Steph." What are you doing?
Why I, Steph?
Triple H looking well lush.
I'm done. I can't cope. Can I have a bat?
I can't finish the skirt. I can't finish the skirt.
Hunter, can I have a bat? I love Newcastle United. I like
So
Newcastle.
let me just get everyone on the same page.
I love
Neville and
Newcastle.
Vince are in the same room and they're both talking at each other in their accents. What happens next, please?
I love Newcastle ale, damn it.
So there was like, "Why, hey, Vince?" And Vince is like, "Why, hey, damn it?" And then he goes, "Hey, where's your belt, mate? Where's your belt?" He's like, "Oh, you gave it away to
Wait, I'm
Tozawa."
confused now. Who's fucking talking? It's very hard to tell.
Vince is like, "Why, hey, mate? Where's your belt?" And then Neville's like, "Oh, why, hey, mate? You gave it to Tozawa on Monday, didn't you?" And then Vince is like, "Did I? Why, hey?" He's like, and then Neville's like, "Yeah, this has gone totally wrong since we made Vince Newcastleian."
Yeah,
So
I wonder who made that
basically-
executive decision.
Yeah, that was a bad move. But essentially, Vince realised that Tozawa wasn't Shinsuke Nakamura, and put the belt back on Neville for no reason.
So they ended an 8-month dominant title reign in a division which has barely any title reigns to it, just cause they felt like it.
Pretty much.
Wins and losses don't matter, right? Right?
It's almost as if belts don't matter at this point.
Yeah, because all but 2 of them changed at SummerSlam.
Yeah, there was a
No,
load of
3.
title changes. at
Neither of the
SummerSlam.
world titles or the United States Championship changed. AJ Styles, Jinder Mahal, and Brock Lesnar are still champion Everything else fucking changed. So all of the press releases they did before SummerSlam, such as for WWE 2K18, no one has any of those belts anymore. Bobby don't have his, Alexa don't have hers, Naomi don't have hers. Oh boy.
Authors of Pain don't have theirs.
Authors of Pain don't have theirs. Asuka has hers for now, because she apparently has a collarbone injury.
Yeah, she'll never let go of that belt. The world will implode before Asuka lets go of that belt.
Thankfully. So, you have all of that. The main event and the 2 tag matches were my personal favourites. My lowlights were Jinder vs Nakamura. And
why doesn't that surprise me? Maybe it's because Jinder doesn't deserve to be in his position.
Maybe it's because it was the same fucking match he's done twice before and he botched his shitty fucking finishing move.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it because Jinder doesn't...
No, so... you have seen it, Liam. If you've seen his match at Backlash or Money in the Bank, you've seen this match.
Oh, okay then, fine.
It's the fucking same. Singh brothers interfere, Jinder hits one collapse, and it's over. One fucking collapse! One! It took one to beat Nakamura. A guy who pinned Cena clean on SmackDown. Now that means fuck all. Because he didn't win the belt, because you gotta keep continuing this crusade of India, even though nobody gives a shit.
Can I whack out some facts, actually, about Jinder Mahal? Because I feel like it's... Jinder doesn't... I think we can all agree that Jinder doesn't deserve to be in the position that he's in, right?
Yep.
It's purely transparent to appease a certain demographic.
Well, we've already gone into depth as to why this is so stupid, because I'm pretty sure people of India, they don't really care, right?
Some do, some don't. Some care, some prefer Roman Reigns.
Well, that's the thing, like, you look in WWE's page and it's any Indian fan talks about how much they love John Cena. But let me work out some facts for you, because as of this recording, and we are recording this on the 24th of August, 2017, of course, Jinder Mahal has held the belt for 94 days. So his one reign, he has held the belt longer than Andre the Giant, Rey Mysterio, Kane, Vince McMahon, Stan Stasiak, Ivan Koloff, Rob Van Dam, Buddy Rogers, the first champion, the Iron Sheik, Batista, Jeff Hardy, Mankind, Bray Wyatt, Sergeant Slaughter, Daniel Bryan, Big Show, Dean Ambrose, and Alberto Del Rio. By the end of this week, he will have beaten Psycho Sid, and he'll just about beat Chris Jericho.
Yeah, but who's going to remember those reigns as being good, and who's going to remember this reign as being terrible? Featuring a guest appearance by the great fucking Khali.
Yeah, you could have a 200...
never showed up again.
Jinder Mahal could have a 10-year title reign, and everyone will remember it for being crap.
They're not going to look on it with reverence like Daniel Bryan, or even any of those names, really. Andre held it for, 30 seconds, and people remember that more as being good?
People remember Daniel Bryan because I think it was the story that got him there, and it was the story as to how he had to hang up the belt. Jinder was quite literally an overnight win. And the issue that I have is that could work, but you've done it all wrong. And we've gone into this in previous episodes. I don't want to sound like an old record because we will just be reiterating the same point over and over. But the point is that you'd think he's been pushed since April or May at the very latest.
It was definitely May, I think.
So he's been pushed for 3 months. He's been a main event player for 3 months, and he's not upped his game as a wrestler.
No.
And you'd think whenever you look at any wrestler who's gone into the main event, even Roman Reigns, just hang on, Andy, any wrestler that's gone into the main event picture has upped their game. Maybe Sheamus is the only other one that I can think that didn't do it, right? But everyone else has, except for Jinder. And Jinder, he goes on about how it's a shame because I've read interviews about Jinder, and I've seen the way he talks about being champion. Like, he's really proud, and he seems like a genuinely nice stand-up guy.
No, he likes Nickelback. He's a cunt.
Well, there's that. But you'd think, like, he's like, okay, I'm at SummerSlam, I'm the WWE champion, I've got to knock it out of the park here. But by the sounds of it, again, I haven't watched the match, but by the sounds of it, he's just doing a copy and paste job.
I mean, that's not really his fault, it's whoever structures the matches and everything, but it doesn't help when it's him, the same exact time, the same exact way, same exact people, nothing about it changes.
If it's somebody who's structuring the match, Jinder, who is now in a position of power because he is the WWE champion, they ain't going to fire him while he's still the champion.
He has the power of 1.8 billion people.
Right? He should just say, I'm just doing the same thing over and over. It's getting boring.
Yeah,
Let's just
can I please do something else?
And
no,
not a
you gotta hit him with
Punjabi
one
prison
finishing
match.
move. You gotta hit him with one finishing move after having Sing 1 and Sing 2 interfere for you.
You know,
because you may be the champion, but you can't win for clean for shit. You always need help. Doesn't make you feel good.
That doesn't necessarily bother me if it's done in the right way.
Yeah, this is done in the wrong way.
Yeah, this is done the wrong way, because like I said, it's just a copy and paste job. I mean, you want to see something that's done the right way. As much as everyone hates the guy, JBL, like, the way he would just squirm his way out of championship matches, you just couldn't wait to see the belt taken off him. And I think that's why John Cena got so many people behind him, because he dethroned JBL, who after weaseling his way out of championship matches with the belt. Like, you just wanted to see that happen. If they're doing that with Jinder, then that's fine, but you're doing it the wrong way, because we're getting bored. It needs to be something different.
And the reason why I bring this up is because this match result, even though everyone said, oh, you could clearly see it coming, it was obviously going to happen, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to be optimistic. How about you just let me have that for once? But no, it happened, and I thought, it's time for a break.
And the thing that irritates me
It's time to just quit wrestling for a bit, and I did for 2 days.
Good job!
Because by SmackDown, they brought me back in again, and I hate it. It's an infinite fucking cycle. They always do this. They always piss off the fans, and then they bring them back in by doing something good that's irrelevant to the thing that pissed them off in the first place.
It's like, you know what this is? It's like an abusive relationship.
Yeah. Yes! Stockholm Syndrome is alive and well if you're a WWE fan.
Yeah, not even a joke.
No.
And the thing was as well, I was a bit like Sam, where I was just like, I might just take 3 months off watching the main roster and just watch NXT, and that's it.
Because NXT is in its top fucking game at the moment. It's just...
I mean, that's a brand that looked like it had been harvested from everything last year, and then, Jesus Christ, it's come back strong, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
because
I mean, the fact
all of the hardest free agents in the world.
And I'm just like, yep, back to NXT I go! And
Ring of Honor stable, sign me the fuck up.
Exactly, and then it's just like glorious. Like, no.
God, I wondered what he was doing. I thought he was just having a mental breakdown then.
I thought he was doing Stevie Richards without me. I got very upset.
No.
I'll show you. You'll see.
I've got to be honest. No one beats Hardcore Hollies.
How
do you like me now?
Just generic.
And then they got rid of that part and it was just a shitty theme. But anyway,
Yeah.
no. I tried to stop because everything was awful. All the titles changed to people I don't care about. Don't give a fuck about Natalya. Don't give a fuck about Banks. Don't give a fuck about most of the people that got titles. And then they decide to bring in Bobby Roode to SmackDown. And on the same fucking show, Shelton Benjamin makes his glorious return. I can't win. I can't fucking win with this fucking promotion. Every time I want to stop, they pull me back in. It's not fair. I'm angry, but I'm also happy. Because Shelton Benjamin, they're doing American Alpha 2.0, and they're going to do it correctly this time.
No, they're doing World's Greatest Tag Team 2.0.
No, it's American Alpha.
World's Greatest Tag Team.
No, let me explain why it's American Alpha.
World's Greatest Tag Team.
American Alpha was formed in NXT when Chad Gable and Jason Jordan were not eager to team in the first place because Chad was a nerd and Jordan was above him. And you see the story of them progressing to becoming American Alpha. That's how they got so over. When they got to the main roster, as with most NXT call-ups, it didn't translate, because they didn't get any promos, they just won the belts and then lost them again. That's all they did. So now, they're doing it again, with Gable and fucking Benjamin. It's gonna be great. They're gonna have a story. They're gonna make people care about this team. Other than, oh, they're really good in NXT. You haven't seen it, but don't worry about it. It's good.
Yeah, that was literally what I was about to say, and then Sam was just like, no, I will say it all. I'm like, alright, Sam, go ahead.
You're welcome, mate.
It's alright.
So, really, there's also another thing that permeated the fucking weekend. It's something we've known about for years. Something we see occasionally throughout our time whenever we go to a beach. Beach balls, gentlemen.
Are we really talking about beach balls on this show?
Yes.
Feel like we have to. Because there's at least a little bit of debate amongst us that can be said, based on the question, is it okay to throw a beach ball around at a wrestling event? I say no.
I say
No.
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 Right. But then there are
Stupid.
some people who give the argument that it's like, oh, WWE should be better. They should entertain the people that bought tickets. To which I say, why are you buying a ticket?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. No. Here's the problem with that argument. Let me pick apart that argument, right? So
Oh.
you say WWE should be better, and they should put on a better show for the audience.
Yes!
Okay. Right? Let's pick apart that. The problem is, you come into that arena. Not only have you bought tickets to that show, by the way, you've bought tickets to that show, but you come into that arena with the beach ball. What? Do you just have it ready just in case it gets boring? You're just like, oh, well, it's a women's match. Here we go. Hey up, lads. Like, what? That doesn't make
really,
sense.
it almost
That's a
seems
dumb
like they bring it
argument.
in knowing they're going to be bored. It's like, oh, I bought tickets to this shit show, let me bring my beach ball.
How about don't go
that's
to the
what I mean.
show?
Yeah. Why don't you save yourself money and then go to the beach with the beach ball?
Yeah. Why don't? You
And then
don't
if
give-
you
don't-
want,
don't
and
give-
then hang on, wait.
Yeah.
If you want, watch it on the network for $9.99. There's your plug. I'll, if you wanna throw in some dollars at me, Vince, there for your plug.
Watch
feel
it
free.
with your beach ball at home.
This
Why
is,
do
this
we
is
just have this image of a beach ball just like dressed in like human clothes?
With like Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses.
Yeah, with a drink next
You
to
enjoying this, Marv?
it. Yeah, you are.
I'm going to throw you around the living room for a bit.
You're my only friend, Marv. Marv, what a joke. Okay, I think he's gone insane, everyone.
Of course he is. He's watching.
go away. So, yeah. So,
But not only that, so throughout the entire weekend, SummerSlam, there's a beach ball. During the tag match between Cesaro and Rollins, I'm calling them. Cesaro went into the crowd and ripped up a beach ball. Everyone popped. Reddit went fucking nuts. They made a post about the ball being a jobber, and everyone fucking loved it. But then, by 24 hours later, the big turnaround happened, and everyone suddenly fucking hates beach balls because you should never enjoy them in the first place. They belong on a beach. And this isn't some fucking beach accessory apartheid, right? It's just not appropriate to bring it to a wrestling show.
this is
Why?
the
The
thing.
problem that happened though was that Cesaro brought attention to it, so everyone thought they'll do it.
Oh, and that's
That's
not
the
even talking about the fucking 24 documentary bit where WWE themselves highlighted the beach balls.
Yeah, this is the
Subtitling
thing.
the
Like,
chants.
they're so contradictory because they're like, we love our crowd, they're wild, and we want them to go mental. But as soon as they bring a beach ball, no. Like,
No, as soon as they bring a
Pick
beach ball,
one.
yes, we love it. And then, 2 days later, headline that reads, WWE has banned beach balls.
Well, you've got John Cena who goes out after Raw and is like, you guys are the best crowd, you're just here having a good time and I'm all up for that. 2 days later, WWE bans beach balls. Like, yeah, they should
Not
ban
just beach balls. They also banned all beach and pool paraphernalia. Pool noodles, rubber ducks. Sorry, Derek.
no.
What? No! Derek!
No.
It's
Oh,
banned,
God.
guys.
That's it.
You
Derek's
can't
going
wear
to
it
New
the
Japan.
ring.
Screw this.
When I have to do the 2K18 gameplay, Jesus, how am I going to recreate Derek?
Well, luckily it's documented on video, so you can watch Andy's painstaking method of making this abomination.
It's like an hour long.
Abomination.
Have fun. But yeah, beach balls are now banned because WWE don't know what the fuck to do with them. Do you love them or do you hate them? What do you people at home think? Let us know.
I hate them.
I fucking hate them. Unless it's Chuck Mambo, indie performer whose entrance involves beach balls. There's your context. You don't need to bring them. Oh, better yet, improve the product. Well, how does... These people say WWE should be a better show.
Stop giving them money then!
No, not only that. Not only that, you can pay for a ticket and you can go to see the show. It is your right, but how does a beach ball improve for wrestling?
Yeah. But my problem is, it's like the argument where, like you said earlier, where it's like, well, I get bored during these shows. Don't go to them then. Don't give them your money. Then they'll have to improve it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Could you imagine that happening in an NFL game?
No!
You'd get kicked out. Imagine that at a baseball game. Or, hang on, let's talk about it differently. Because some people would say, well, wrestling's not really a sport. It's a form of theatre. Alright, you take that to Shakespeare's Globe in London. See if that's gonna fly.
Romeo, Romeo, where far out thou...
Yeah, bro, yeah,
Hey!
yeah.
There he is.
To
He's a beach ball
be
now.
Or not to be. That is the question. Ah, fuck this beach ball! Like,
To be
what?
or not to be
No! Like-
ball.
You know what I love?
What?
You know what I love?
What?
Andy.
Mm.
Sam says a joke, and then Andy basically repeats a joke, but expects it to be different and funnier.
Yeah, like a little brother.
Sam said the joke. Andy said basically the same joke, but was disappointed that it didn't get a big laugh. Because Sam's did, because he said the joke first.
So it's
And
as if
with that,
I'm
I
funny.
think it's a good time to end. So, I have been Andy Quan.
Why aren't you plugging?
I'm doing it in a minute.
What are you doing? Why are you being so fucking awkward? We have a Facebook!
I was gonna do it once we all said our names!
We have a Twitter!
We also
have an
a
Instagram.
Facebook, and we have a Snapchat, and we have all these magical things. Go follow us on the Suplah. Just search for us and you'll find us.
Wait, do we have a Snapchat?
Do we?
There's also a gaming channel.
Yes, it has been quiet recently, but that will change soon, hopefully, if my living situation sorts itself out.
Bear with us, everybody. We've got some
Bear with
plans.
us. It's not dead, it's just currently on hiatus until I figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Yes.
Andy, anything?
We also have a Redbubble where you can buy our merchandise. Go find us on there, and you can buy great shirts like this one. Fucking get up.
Or this one.
Gary!
Or wait, this
Or-
one.
Or he found it. There it is.
There we go.
So,
That's the Liam Dunn Brawl t-shirt that I got for my Janie, because I can't say it to my
Sneak
girlfriend because
preview.
everyone goes nuts. So for my Janie, that's what I got her.
Your
She doesn't-
Janie.
she hasn't
Specifically
seen this
yours.
yet.
Not mine or Andy's. Your Janie.
She hasn't seen it yet. I hope she
Right.
likes it.
Yeah. That's a good way to be a boyfriend. Buy you a shirt. Can I see it? No.
See, you got to keep mystery. That's what my dad always says. You got to keep a little bit of mystery in the romance. Got to spice it up.
what? Buy her
think that's
things
what
and
he
then
meant.
not give it to him. Can you imagine?
That's what he
Can you
meant.
imagine that? You're like, will you marry me? Yes. I'm not giving
You
you the ring.
can't- and then she's like, she holds the hand out. I'm not giving you the ring.
What?
No, I bought
It's
it.
just-
You want the
yeah.
thing I bought?
Stop yours.
I bought it. It's for me.
Buy your own ring.
Yeah.
Bitch.
No, and then then you have to improvise and get like a hula hoop or something. There you go, love. I'm going. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm Liam, by the way.
Everyone knows me. I'm world famous.